Okay, boys and girls, I'm just going to work through a few examples of division sums. Okay, the first one that I'm going to do is going to be a very simple reminder of the process. So I'm going to divide 958 by 2. I've chosen 2 because everybody knows they're 2 times tables, okay? Straight away, I know that there is going to be no remainder. Can you see why? Remember, even numbers end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, okay? And we can see that this number ends in 8, okay? All even numbers are divisible by 2. They won't leave a remainder. Now, to do this sum, I can write it out like this. Or I can write it out like this, okay? Just 2 different styles, so you may see both of these in books, okay? Now, I only need one of them, so I'm going to go with the top one. And I say 9 divided by 2. So I think, how many 2's are in 9? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, there are 4 2's in 9. Now that's how we work it out if you're not sure of your tables, but I'm just going to go through it quickly. 9 divided by 2 is 4, with 1 left over. 15 divided by 2 goes 7 times, again with 1 left over. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Now, of course, I can always check my answer with a calculator, but in an exam, for example, a lot of the time you won't have a calculator. So a way of checking whether your answer is right is to multiply your answer by the divisor, okay? So I'm going to multiply 479 by 2 to check that I get this number here, okay? 9 2's are 18, put down my 8, carry my 1. 2 7's are 14, plus 1 is 15, put down my 5, carry my 1. 2 4's are 8, plus 1 is 9. Look, I got the exact same answer, so I know my answer is correct. Okay, that's the way of checking your division work. The reverse of division is multiplication, so you can check it that way. Okay, I'll move on to another example. And this time I'm going to divide 758 by 3. Okay, so I start with the hundreds. I say 700 divided by 3 goes twice. Okay, with 100 left over. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 8 divided by 3 goes 2 times remainder 2. Okay? So I can do it with remainders, or I can add a decimal point. Do you remember we looked at that in school? We're going to have a look at that again tomorrow. For today, we'll just use the remainders, okay? So I write or 2, remainder 2. Now, how could I check this answer? Well, I can multiply these 2 numbers and then add the 2 on at the end to see if I get this answer. So let's see. Okay, I'll say 252 multiplied by 3. So I'm multiplying this number here by this number here. Okay, 3 2's are 6. 3 5's are 15. 3 2's are 6 plus 1 is 7. And then I add on my remainder. And yes, I've gotten the same answer. Okay, so I know my answer is correct. In an exam, boys and girls, if I had any spare time, when I tell you double check your answers, these are the things that you could do. Rather than just looking at your answers and not spotting mistakes, write out the sum again. Check it by using the opposite operation. Okay, that's just a tip from me. And in the last example we look at today, okay, just reminder of division, that's all we're doing. This time I'm putting in decimal points, okay? So imagine it's 658 euro, for example, divided by 8 people. 6 divided by 8. I cannot share 6 between 8 people, okay? So that goes 0 times with 6 left over. Now some people don't even write the little 6. They'll just say, oh, doesn't go, and then they'll say 65. You do whatever you think suits you better. So now 65 divided by 8 goes 8 times, because 8 8s are 64, with 1 left over. 18 divided by 8 goes 2 times with 2 left over. 20, oh, look how I put in my decimal point. The decimal point has to be exactly over. And if you write on squared paper and you follow this rule that the decimal point is always in line, then you will have no problems, okay? Now, 20 divided by 8, again, goes 2 times, this time with 4 left over. 40 divided by 8 is 5. So in this case, each person would get €82.25. Or if it wasn't money we were talking about, okay, this would be 82 and a quarter, because 0.25 is a quarter. Okay, that would be 82 and a quarter each of whatever it was. Again, to check that answer, all you need to do is multiply this number by 8, and you should come up with this number. Okay, now I've given you a sheet. There are 8 division sums on it, and I'd like you to try them. Okay, off you go.